not, or you are allowed to ejaculate or not. That is wrong. The thing is, there's no tantra. Once you have reached your climax and you're done, and the office is closed with your hormones, the office of tantra is done too. It's because you're done with the harmonic. You have all your hormones are expelled. Okay, I can't make this too long. I've already spoken too long. I can talk for a long, long time. There's a whole lot to talk about. The good part about Tantra is nobody's an expert. Nobody knows anything. I've read a few books about it, but again, the person talks about the sperm and the egg and the thing, but it's already not there. Me, I really haven't reached my goal too, because the real proof of Tantra is enlightenment. You are enlightened because that is the goal of Tantra, is reaching jhana, is reaching like a state of enlightened being, enlightened thing. So for that to happen, you have to have a whole lot of practice. It takes a whole lot of investment of time in improving yourself as to like a more higher status, a more higher being. It's not really about having the best orgasmic sexual experiences with diverse and diverse lovers. That's what the true essence of Tantra is, the learning of Tantra. And it's a very ancient craft. And factually speaking, Tantra is for you to discover. There's not, there's because there's not even any written, not much written text. Many of the, I think in ancient parts, it's very hard. People take a lot of offense. Anything to do with sexuality, people take a lot of offense with. So any kind of practices that are involved with all this sexuality, there's like it has to be underground and hidden, and even the mainstream to rejects it. So, and little villages in India, I've lived with the indigenous people in India because I'm from Dravidya. So even the local Dravidians are very afraid of tantrics, and in Kerala they are very afraid of tantric people and all because again there's a whole lot of superstition, ignorance, like deception, folklore, ignorance, and money making. Like real tantric, you're really not into making a whole lot of money. If you're into making money on tantra, then you're really not into the business. Anybody's in the business of tantra is not in the business of tantra, man. And I really haven't made it because you have to be above money, I would say. Now, some people say, yeah, I have to learn how to make a living out of this. What is that saying? Let your passion be your livelihood and your livelihood be your passion. I think I'm like very sexually inclined, so I'll make this my passionate livelihood in helping people, with their sexual discomforts and their hatred for themselves or their love for themselves or their failure and understanding or the guilty complex or their sexual experiences or their sexual fulfillments and all that. Well, good for you, my friend. Uh, but this was my. Uh, I've given you a whole lot of understanding too. I would like to end by telling you there's one, the last one is King Vikramaditya. King Vikramaditya, I think that Vikram Betal, it's a wonderful thing. Um Folklore in India. Again, King of Vikramaditya was like a southern king. He was the enlightened king. Now his stories are in parables too. In stories that he has conversations with a ghost. So every night he has to take a ghost or a corpse. He's a king of a province. I really haven't known. That's what my question to you is. I'm like to end by this last parable or this last story, a conversation he has with a ghost. That is, you shouldn't know it. It's the only time you should know it is before you're reaching enlightenment. and I can't tell you. You want it, it's on the internet. You can go find it. That is the last one. But to understand that one, it'll take you a whole lot of time. It takes you like maybe 40, 50 years. Or maybe you'll understand it immediately. But King Vikramaditya, so his stories, I wonder where is it written in history? In Indian, Amara Prashna, okay, how about I talk to you? So to add a little bit of credibility now, I'll give you the depth of my knowledge. I will switch into Hindi now. देवनागरी भाषा में बात कर प्रस्तुत करता हूँ. ये प्रश्न है हमारा कि महाराज श्री श्री विक्रमादित्य के कहानियों में से कहाँ पर लिखा गया है, किस ग्रंथ में लिखा गया है, किस ग्रंथ में हम प्राप्त कर सकते इस किंग विक्रमादित्य की कहानियों के ज्ञान. उसमें बहुत काफ़ी ज्ञान है, तांत्रिक ज्ञान वो उसी में है. क्योंकि कहा है विक्रमादित्य की कहानी में देखो, स्टोरी इज of the Vikramaditya is a king who has to take a corpse on his shoulder and bury it every day or every time. So he has a conversation with this corpse, or the spirit of this corpse, and he has to go to the graveyard or something. And so while he's going to the graveyard and thing, he has a conversation with all those spirits. So that's where they have this conversation of things. Again, that's whether he's having like a real conversation with spirits or not is again for people to fathom. But what I'm talking about is what is really of essence and interest are the stories. They are like the parables. You know, the parables of Jesus. The real message of Jesus is in the parables, in the stories. So the same way the King of Vikramaditya, the parables of King Vikramaditya, the stories of King Vikramaditya, I think would lead you more into understanding Tantra. Yeah, because King Vikramaditya, he had like a divine rule, wonderful rule. Historically speaking. So the next time you feel that loving feeling or your sexual feeling or anything, think about yourself. Think about what a hormone has triggered you and how you're feeling, and be more, as that most abused word called mindful. Be aware of your hormones, like how you're feeling. Are you feeling like, yeah, it's nothing, and try and extend that feeling. Make it more, last more than 3 seconds. How long does the feeling last, my friend? That's what Tantra is all about. That love and feeling. Is it like Aretha Franklin that sings that love song? That love and feeling. I want that love and feeling. Yeah, see how long that loving feeling can last, and make it last. That is the art of Tantra. Maybe you can last it. I'm going to give you like maybe 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds, 1 hour, 45 minutes. That's it. For some people, it's after 40 minutes you can't. Or sometimes it's 0. Because when you are having sex too, when you have in that state of thing, you are also bringing yourself into prime maintenance condition. Because when you see people who are sexually satisfied and sexually gratified and sexually thing, there's a difference. There's a wholeness in them. There's a glow in them. There's the kind of wellness in them. Why is that? It's because all your hormones are primed and regulated. All your oil change has been taken place, and your oil has been changed and replenished, and you're like are renewed, and your clogs and your pipes all are buses, and you're pumping and you're thriving, and your heart is beating, and it's been doing like aerobics and all them things. So, getting to know your sex and sexuality and your hormones and your nature of your being is your physical and your spiritual and your silent witness, and all those things are the study of Tantra and sex and sexuality. So be aware of such, and such is the postings on Again, I'm not a guru. I wouldn't say I'm a guru, but that's my thing. Nobody's my guru, and I ain't nobody's guru. But I would like to put the post tag, like hashtag, the real love guru. If it's like the maple leaf season, how did the maple leaf season do this time? If they would like to change their scores, they very well can contact me at the hashtag, the real love guru. Okay, my friend, enjoy. And please don't be upset with me because I'm talking about Tantra and sex and sexuality. But that is very important for us to think about it because some of us think about it as sin, and many people are going to stoop because of that feeling. Many people are going to like do things they shouldn't be doing. Many people are going to reproduce because again, there's like a fundamental carnal force way. It creates life. It's a drive. And understanding it is of utmost essence, the essence. And young people, they get young people, what do they know? 14, 15, you're getting pregnant and teenage pregnancies and all without really understanding the sexual nature of a human being. Okay. Bye-bye. And how do you say bye-bye? Yeah, love. Understanding what love is. How much of love is hormonal? How much of love is spiritual? How much of love? What is love? Okay, I will end this by what is love? Love has like different layers. It's like the TCP/IP protocol, like the 7 layers of security and application layer and all. Love is like that. Love has like a hormonal connection too. So if somebody, when you look at them, they trigger on the whole, like they put on the juices on. They make this kind of feelings. They traject your testosterone. They start like they turn the taps on. So that's what is love and attraction. Being around this person turns this kind of tap on. Or thinking of this person turns this kind of hormone on. That is what love is. A chemical on. So being in the company of this person, they turn on this cocktail of chemicals. And what is anger and upset being in this company of this person or being in this situation or being in this kind of atmosphere, it turns on this cocktail of chemicals. That is the way you feel and that's the way you express yourself. So understanding all those things is the study of Tantra. I hope you get in, and so the next time you post, read and think about these things, my friend. Go a little deeper than the sexual aspect of the kissing and hugging. Okay? Bye now. Happy posting.